Greetings. Welcome to RES 502 Research Strategies. I'm Bill Badke, your professor, and I want to use a series of short videos embedded in this course to introduce you to the course and some of its learning elements. Your first question might well be, why would I need to take a research course at all? And that is a question I get very often. And the answer really comes from research that's been done on you as graduate students and your own abilities in doing research projects. And the common consensus of most of the studies that have been done is that graduate students greatly overestimate their own research abilities. They think that they are pretty good researchers, and yet when they're asked questions about their own research and how they do it, they score pretty low. And that may be a bit dismaying to you, but it is a fact. Now, as we look at research, we've got to also realize that graduate level research demands a lot more of you than what you may have experienced in undergraduate. There's a lot more to be done. You have more sources to be cited, and you need a more problem-based kind of project to work with. And because of that, it's very important that you have skills which you don't necessarily pick up on your own. And so this is something that we've implemented in ACTS ever since its beginning in the late 1980s. And this course is still required. Professors love it, and students, believe it or not, love it too. So what's the course about? What are you actually going to be learning? Well, the first thing you're going to be dealing with is the whole information landscape. The world we live in today is a very chaotic information world. It's got a lot of different elements poking at you, everything from social media to scholarly work and everything in between. You've got search engines, you've got social media sites that are throwing misinformation at you on a regular basis. And in the midst of all that chaos, you need to understand how all of this works. Particularly, you need to understand how scholars work because you're going to be a scholar as you're working within ACTS. How do scholars think? How do they do their work? What's important to them? And thus, what's important to you? The second thing is that you'll learn about research design, which is a very important element of every project that you work on. How do you develop a problem statement? How do you organize your work in such a way that when you actually do the research, it's going to be successful? The third thing you're going to learn about is how to optimize the many databases that we have available to us so that you can use advanced searches to narrow your focus and to get the kinds of resources that you actually need. And you'll also find that you develop greater skill in evaluating those resources, both for relevance and for quality, so that you can use them effectively in whatever research project you're involved in. The course consists of 5 assignments, and those 5 assignments are really all there is. There's no final exam, there's no final paper, just the 5 assignments. A little bit about my approach. This is not what's called a summative course. A summative course is where you turn in your work, you get a grade, the professor says goodbye, and that's it. This is more of a formative course. A formative course means that I'm going to be mentoring you in your research development. I'm not as interested in the final grade, although you will get grades throughout, but I'm trying to help you to develop your abilities. If, for example, you find that you haven't done as well as you wanted to in a certain assignment, you have up to 2 options more to turn the assignment in again before I finally give you a grade. So you don't get the grade necessarily on the first time unless you've done well. And so you get these opportunities. You'll get a lot of comments from me. Those comments build on one another. So the first assignment comments will help you to do assignment 2 and so on. For this reason, I insist that you send me only one assignment at a time. More than one assignment at a time, I'll just send the others back because you need to get my comments before you can do the next assignment. My turnaround time is 24 hours or less, so you shouldn't have a problem with that. Uh, be sure that you go through the instructions and due dates section of the course very carefully and make sure you understand all the instructions and follow directions throughout the course as closely as you can. I'm here to help you. I'm here to support you. You can email me with any questions anytime, as many times as you want. So if there's something that's not clear to you, or you want to run an idea by me, then please get in touch. I'm happy to help all the way through the course. Thank you.